Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, they know that they have an opportunity to make some history here today. Their wide receiver is so close to breaking that conference record for passing reception touchdowns. The problem, in the red zone, the defense is going to be keyed on him. He has shown to be a big-time possession receiver. He can go up and get the football. That's going to be a fun cat-and-mouse game to watch. Defense doubling, a lot of push and shoving, or can he come down with the ball and come down with the record here today? Back to you.
All right, Ollie. The Seminoles will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Nice move there. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. The run inside. It's Johnson. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Clemson jumps to the line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Left side, it's Brown. Shakes off the defender. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And you see these so much more in college football now. Decisions on 4th down. Listen, when it's 4th and short, and you got a chance to establish yourself, especially physically at the line of scrimmage, field goals are great. But
oh my God.
Games. And so this first drive, man, assert yourself, be physical, get this 4th down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davidson. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Out wide left, it's Burrows. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Defense all over him.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Robinson. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Push is ahead. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but With the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to throw, it's Daniels. They're all over him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires downfield.
Oh, my God.
Number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the 1st quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the 2nd. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead, and we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The handoff to Johnson.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Working that wide receiver screen. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
A little shorter than Mike.
just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. He turns that loose down the right side. It's caught. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for running room. Can't get him to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
You straight. I got it.
All right. I appreciate you.
All right, you will.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Turns it upfield. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's caught! Touchdown, Noles!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw.
Who?
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the run, it's Davidson. He's got the first down. Still running at the 40. There he goes.
Go.
And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. From the gun, it's Johnson.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Denson. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Right side, it's Riles. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires toward the target. Complete in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Seminoles come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the middle. Hits the open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half, good things happen. This game takes on a completely different feel.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. the question, how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Denson. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to run it. It's Davidson. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Running inside, it's Johnson. Still on his feet at the 35. At midfield, he's got room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the number 12 team, the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's Oklahoma State able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
To the air, it's Daniels. He wants to go deep. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Hold and finds his man on the left. Breaks into the open. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Wants to throw one first. Out wide right, it's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Sells to fake. Look out. He turns it loose to the left. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Going to take a shot. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll throw it from the red zone. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
No, it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Second and long here. Moving out to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point is good.
That was some bull, bro.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Takes a handoff. It's Croma. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Gave the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Gives them a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
They'll run it. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Right side, it's Robinson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
That's a good job of the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Left side, it's Boggs. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I got it.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. On target over the middle. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Holds on, it's Riles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
He fires one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And as he throws. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
All right, so they fail on that fourth down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. A lot of room to the right. Drills him with the stiff arm. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run. Nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the first down.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. From the red zone, it's Johnson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Pulls it in with one hand. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Noles right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. He's changing the play. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Lucky to get it off.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Motion from the wideout. Laterals it back. Under pressure.
Oh my God.
Out wide left, it's Brown. Here he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. looking for a man. It's Daniels. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. He wants a big play here late. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game, David.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So take a knee, get out of here with the dub.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Makes a grab and room to run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.